my topic is empowering student athletes through the NIL policies. So, introduction. Imagine being a student athlete. You dedicate countless hours to training, excel in your sport, and inspire others through your performance. Yet you're unable to benefit financially from your hard work. For years, this was always a reality for student athletes. But thanks to name, image, and likeness policies changing, this is now not an issue anymore. NIL policies allow for student athletes to earn money for their achievements and talents. They enable financial independence, foster personal and professional development, and secure a better future for athletes after sports. However, inconsistent regulations across states limit their potential. Today, I will show you why inconsistent federal guidelines for NIL are essential. First, we explore how NIL provides financial empowerment. Next, we'll discuss how it equips athletes with vital skills for long-term success. Finally, we'll look at standardizing NIL policies is crucial to ensuring fairness and opportunities for all athletes. Financial empowerment. NIL policies allow student athletes to profit from their hard work through endorsements, sponsorships, and social media partnerships. These opportunities grant financial independence, which is crucial for balancing education and athletics, while also supporting themselves and their families. This is partially impactful for athletes in non-revenue sports like gymnastics and swimming, where professional career prospects are limited. For many of these athletes, their time in college represents the peak of their visibility and earning potential. NIL ensures they can capitalize on that moment. Consider this. Without NIL, many talented athletes would leave college with no financial benefits. Despite their significant contributions to the schools and their sports, NIL now allows them to secure their futures while pursuing their passion. Personal and professional growth. Beyond financial benefits, NIL equips athletes with skills that prepare them for life after sports. Managing sponsorships and endorsements teaches them financial literacy, contract negotiation, and personal branding, skills that are very valuable in their future careers. Through these opportunities, athletes build relationships with businesses and communities. These connections create work networks that can open doors to careers outside of their sports, whether they remain in the athletic world or pursue an entirely different career. The experiences that they are gained from NIL position them for long-term success. Take a moment to think about this. NIL doesn't just support athletes financially. It transforms them into entrepreneurs. It takes them to advocate for themselves and navigate their complexities of business. These are life lessons that will serve them for a lifetime. The need for standardized regulations. Despite the benefits, the lack of consistent NIL regulations creates confusion and inequality. Different states and different universities have varying rules, which means athletes in some locations have access to more opportunities than others. For example, some states allow high school athletes to earn NIL contracts while others do not. This patchwork system results in unfair playing field where geography determines opportunity. A federal policy would resolve this issue. Standardized regulations would ensure fairness, granting all student athletes equal access to NIL, regardless of where they live or where they go to school. Additionally, a federal framework could include mandatory financial education, helping athletes understand contracts and managing their weekly earnings. With clear and consistent guidelines, NIL could fully deliver on this promise and fairness of empowerment. Case study about Livvy Dunne, a current LSU gymnast. One of the best examples of NIL's transformation potential is Livvy Dunne, a collegiate athlete at LSU. With her massive social media following and strong personal brand, Livvy has earned millions of dollars through endorsements, all while continuing to compete in gymnastics. Her story highlights the unique opportunity NIL offers, especially for athletes in non-revenue sports. It shows that success isn't limited to traditional sports like basketball and football. Athletes from other sports can build their own platforms, capitalize on their talents, and secure their financial futures. Livvy's journey is a testament to the power of NIL. She is not just an athlete, she's inspiring the next generation to value their personal brand and think beyond the gym or the field. In conclusion, NIL policies are changing the landscape of collegiate athletics. They provide financial empowerment, foster personal and professional growth with consistent federal guidelines that can ensure fairness to all athletes. As we've seen, athletes like Livvy Dunne are proving NIL are more just about than money. It's about opportunity, independence, and preparedness for life after sports. Now it's time to advocate for consistent NIL policies, and together we can create a system that empowers all student athletes, regardless of where they come from or what sport they play. And these are all my references. So, and in conclusion, do you guys have any questions?
So my question is gonna be, at the University of Florida, how do you feel that you've really like been able to get into NIL, and like what have you done to like take control of this field and like just really embody it?
So I've done a couple NIL deals through Florida. We have a couple different opportunities that give us the leeway of being able to connect with different people, such as Florida Victorious, which is an opportunity to give back to the community for nonprofit organizations that is organized through the university, which is done for us, and they give us the contracts, and we have to just sign them when we show up to these nonprofit events and are able to help out the local community. And we also have somebody named Ben Chase who really helps us with our NIL, and he's been able to help me get a couple brand deals across, which I've gotten a few, but my main one was cruises.com. And I was able to go on a cruise with one other person for free. And I had to post in exchange for the free cruise, and I was able to get a picture of me on a bus that goes around campus, which is pretty cool because it just, like I said, empowers how much student athletes do for their university and how it's nice that we get to benefit from that. So, yeah.
What opportunities does the university provide for you guys to get the best deals you could possibly get?
Yeah, like I said, there's plenty of resources out here at the University of Florida. They set up many different financial people and NIL people. They bring in many different speakers to talk about NIL. And we have a few different people we can go to with our contracts, or if we ever needed a question about NIL. And then, like I said before, Florida Victorious is a huge part of the University of Florida's NIL system. And that is how a lot of us are able to get these brand deals and be able to give back to the community, especially like football, they help a lot out with because they're a little not as cultured, I guess, in the way of knowing what NIL is. So, yeah.
I have a question as well.
Okay.
Uh, do do you think Florida gymnastics specifically like helps your name, image, and likeness? Like your team?
Yes, I definitely think the University of Florida has a big part of name, image, and likeness. And I think it's a very good school that a lot of brands want to be represented by. And so I think being an athlete here is always it's a really good school to be an athlete at, especially being in the SEC. It brings in a lot of revenue for sports. So I think a lot of different brands like to hear that. And so, yeah, period.